Hey everybody, Donnie RightSide here with a Mac Tuesday game that we want to take a look at and focus in on here. Not a side in the game or an overall total, but we're going to look at a team total. It's quite high, but we're going to get into a little bit in depth of why we like this and the outcome that we anticipate having on the game itself. We're going to take a look at Bowling Green and Northern Illinois tonight. The team total that we like in this one is Northern Illinois over 44.5. Yes, it is a very high number, but let's go into the information that we have of why we think this is a pretty good bet for you there. If you take the season itself, both teams not having a good season. 1-7 for Bowling Green, 2-6 overall for Northern Illinois. MACtion, as you know, goes right down to the final whistle. Sometimes score doesn't even matter. It's a national profile game. They like to show off. And, of course, in the MAC, they don't play very much defense here. So let's get into the numbers of it. With the quarterback change and injuries there from Drew Hare over to Maddie, looks like he's finally setting into his groove. If we take a look at his 4 overall games in the MAC versus Ball State, not particularly his numbers individually, but the team as working as an offense, 355 yards on the ground versus Ball State for a total of 653. Second game that they played versus Western Michigan, a very good MAC football team, 251 on the ground, 484 overall in that ball game. Central Michigan, who plays a little bit of defense there in the MAC, held them to 174 on the ground and 339 total. If you look at the Buffalo game, the one that just passed there, they ran roughshod over that squad. Buffalo not very good, but it's an interesting dichotomy because Buffalo doesn't run fast, but yet they were able to score 44 points, Northern Illinois, in that one. 312 yards on the ground, 511 total yards. If you look at this game overall, you say, Donnie, why don't you just take the over in this one at 73 or 73.5? I think the better, smarter side is actually taking Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois in MAC play under Maddie as quarterback, 273 yards on the ground. The reason why I keep on mentioning the ground game is because he's an option type of quarterback, read option type quarterback there who did move from another position in the quarterback but seems to settle in well. Same type of scenario that Kent State has right now with Holly at quarterback. 273 on the ground in MAC play, 496 total yards per game in MAC play over the past 4 games since Maddie has been the quarterback. If we take a look at Bowling Green itself, they give up an average of 207 yards on the ground, 457 yards total per game. So you have a nice match there with Northern Illinois and also with Bowling Green. Now, the flip side of the game that you're going to want to take a look at as well. Obviously, we like the overall team total for Northern Illinois. Another couple of stats there that's going to feed into exactly why we like it. Bowling Green over the last 4 games with Morgan at quarterback has averaged 42 pass plays per game and 80 plays total on offense. What does that mean for us? There's going to be more snaps for Northern Illinois and exactly what you want to fall into. Bowling Green cannot stop the run. Northern Illinois can run the ball. If you look at the overall ingredients of both offenses there, taking into effect that, yes, we like Northern Illinois to cover the team total. Morgan is a very good quarterback, and he's going to throw a lot for Bowling Green. He's not a scrambler, but to offset that, they are called Falcon Fast on their offense. They're going to run about 80 plays a game, which, again, means more plays for Northern Illinois. Coppin and Cleveland are 2 very good running backs there for Bowling Green. They're not game breakers in a sense there, but they're going to be able to move the chains and get first downs and continue there. They also have a very dynamic wideout, similar to like a Julian Edelman type on steroids there. He's a little guy, but he has speed, and that is Scott Miller, and you're going to see him tonight with a lot of conversions there. He's averaging, it looks like, almost 10 catches per game in MAC play over the past 4. The one thing that you do like with NIU, Bowling Green is only averaging, I think they're averaging less than a sack a game over on the season. Maddie can run around. He's a very mobile quarterback, also has a good arm. That's going to feed into it. So if you're looking at Bowling Green getting pressure on him, he's going to be able to escape, even though Bowling Green doesn't get that much pressure. Wanyan and Huff, 2 very good running backs, and maybe the best overall player in the MAC with Kenny Galladay at wide receiver for NIU. Another thing that you need in MACtion, which typically in November, you're going to have some wind, you're going to have some weather, you're going to have some cold weather there. It's going to be in the mid-60s tonight with light wind. That's going to bode well also. So we're looking tonight with NIU at the team total of 44.5 is going to be a solid wager for you tonight to take. Everything lines up with exactly what we like. Bowling Green out of 120 28 teams in college football, ranks 126th at giving up 6.8 yards per play. There's going to be extra possessions for NIU tonight, not much resistance, and the best part about it is they're going to continue to run the ball the entire game. Even if the game does get into blowout mode, 21 points in the fourth quarter, the best part about this is Northern Illinois isn't technically playing for anything. They're in the bottom. They're dormant. They're just going to try to run up the score, get stats, have a lot of fun on a MAC Tuesday. So this is your game tonight that you're going to want to take. Take over 44.5 team total, Northern Illinois, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Check us out at DonnieRightSide.com. We have all your plays ready, and let me put you on the right side.